Hello, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Here's our bell ringer. Let's do it. So it says the image shows the basic structure of the limbs of several vertebrates. So here's the picture. Up here it shows what the species name is with their bones. Great. The similarity indicates that these vertebrates share a common ancestor, so they are closely related. What evidence from the image supports this theory? Okay, and then we have 4 choices here. Now, one key thing I want to point out right away is it says which evidence from the image. So if the answer choice has nothing to do with what is pictured, or the answer choice contains something that is not in the picture, that's not going to be it, because the question asks for evidence from the image, okay? So you want to keep your eye on this pretty little picture up here. So immediately, if I go to choice C, it says the species are warm-blooded. Look at that picture. Do you see any evidence of blood, or whether they're warm-blooded, cold-blooded? Does it even show blood? Does it talk about blood? Nah. All we have are skeletons. All we have are bones. So we immediately know, okay, can't be C because there's no evidence in the image. Same thing with choice D. Again, we have great pictures of the bone structures and how they look similarly or differently, but this tells us nothing about how many cells the organism has, how big the organism is. That is not really nothing to do with the image. So right away, let's get rid of D as well. So that leaves us with choices A and B. Choice A says they have analogous structures. Choice B says they have homologous structures. So let's just have a little reminder of the difference between the two, because it has been a hot minute, right? So we have the prefix ana and homo. Now we remember we've been saying this all stinking year. Homo means same. Handwriting looks terrible today. Or similar. Okay, so when you see that, I want you to think similar or the same structures. Okay, homologous structures, same structures. Homo means same. So analogous structures are going to be the exact opposite, right? So that prefix ana we know means different. Different. So that means we are talking about different structures. Great. And a key thing about common ancestry or how things are closely related or evolution, we remember that the more similar two structures look, the more likely they are to be closely related or share a common ancestor. So since homologous structures look the same, we know that any type of homologous structures are going to share a common ancestor, because again, when they look similar, they're going to be similar, they're going to be related. So we're going to say homologous structures equals common ancestor. Great. So this picture is talking about, okay, we have all these images of skeletons from different species. They look similar. And it already told us they share a common ancestor, right? And you can even look at these bones. It's not very clear in this picture. Normally they show them in different colors, but like if you look at these bones up here, they are all very similar in these structures. Same with, it's like they have fingers almost. They look very similar. So we have a lot of similar structures or homologous structures that show that common ancestor. So our answer here is going to be B, because homologous structures look the same and same structures tell us that they must be closely related. If they didn't look the same, or there was evidence that they didn't share common ancestry, then we would be talking about those analogous structures, but not here. We're talking about those homologous structures. So go ahead, type down B, tell me exactly why B is correct, and I'll see you at your guided notes.